Virna Jandiroba can back the heck off. I'm not interested in seeing her fight for the belt. Okay, she technically kind of deserves it, but she's not more deserving than Tatiana Suarez, like some of you idiots might think. She's not more deserving than Tatiana. I don't care if she's fought twice since UFC Nashville against Lupita Godinez and Amanda Lemos. I don't care. Tatiana Suarez is the number one contender. She's been right there this whole time. They never should have booked Suarez versus Lemos to begin with. We all know how that was going to end. That fight was a complete waste of time. Okay? Suarez has been due this title shot for like the last 5 years, but has been unfortunate, dealing with injuries. She earned that number one contender status when she beat Nina Ansaroff. I mean, technically when she beat Esparza, but Jessica was in the picture, needed a title shot, so whatever. But, she earned it when she beat Nina, got injured, had to start over when she lost her ranking. She came back. I mean, yeah, she had that flyweight tune-up fight, but then she came back to strawweight. Say what you want about Jessica, but Andrade is that kind of opponent where she is a test to see if you're really on that level, if you're on that next level in the strawweight division. If you lose to her, you were never good enough to be with the top dogs to begin with. Although I don't really think Yan Xiaonan is good enough and she beat Jessica. That's besides the point. A bit of a continuity error in my point there. But still, she is a good test to see how good you are. And Tatiana Suarez dominated that fight, got the finish against Jessica, got boosted to the top 3, and then Carla Rose drop out the rankings, and now Tatiana is the number one contender in the world. Her resume speaks for itself. She has wins over 3 champs now: Alexa Grasso, Carla Esparza, and Jessica Andrade. Mind you, Virna Jandiroba, she lost to Carla Esparza. Say what you want about it. That was 5 years ago. Still happened. And around that same time, Tatiana beat Carla Esparza and beat her dominantly, beat her soundly. Okay, and then Virna lost to Mackenzie Dern, who I don't think Tatiana would have lost to. Okay, I don't think she loses that fight. And then didn't she have she lost to freaking Amanda Ribas. And okay, I mean, fair play. She's, on a 4-fight win streak. But I mean, Tatiana is literally 10-0 in her career and 5-0, 6-0 in the UFC. And it's long overdue, this title shot. And I think it's about time that Tatiana gets the shot at the belt, at the champion. Virna Jandiroba, she can sit down. She can wait for the winner. I don't care. She can weigh in as a backup for all I care. But I don't think she should be next, right now. I just don't think so. And you know what? They try to make Suarez fight Weili's leftovers coming off a loss. So I think, it's only fair that they give Virna the same treatment. That they make her have to go through the person that Weili just beat and out-grappled. Make her fight Yan Xiaonan. And let's see if she can go out there and finish another person that, let's see if she can go out there and finish another person that Zhang Weili couldn't finish. Although technically she should have finished Yan twice, but Jason Herzog, I think, was on some crack, not paying attention. Should have stopped it at the end of round 1. Should have stopped it in round 2. Let it go on, allowing Yan Xiaonan to survive. So the champ Weili should have got a finish there, but wasn't really close to finishing Lemos apart from when she dropped her in the 5th round. So, I mean, if Virna can go out there and finish 2 people that Weili didn't finish, she can go out there, prove a bit of a point up against the champion that, hey, I finished people that you couldn't finish, to make herself more undeniable. But until then, I do not want to see that matchup booked. I'll be very pissed off if the UFC snubs Tatiana Suarez, but I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to book that fight between Suarez and Weili. It's only a matter of time. Yeah, it's only a matter of time before that fight gets booked. And the only other way that, Verna's going to get it right now is if, Tatiana gets injured. But I mean, ask yourself, guys, if you guys really are behind Virna, like, what is it about this matchup that interests you, other than the fact that, oh, she's deserving? What about this fight with Wei Li is interesting? What threat does Virna Jandiroba pose that Tatiana doesn't? Virna Jandiroba was a good grappler. She can take you down. She's got good submissions. But, I mean, she barely finishes her fights. Most of her wins are by decisions. You know what I mean? Like, okay, she's got some subs, actually. But still, most of her wins are decisions. I don't think she's going to finish Zhang Wei Li. Her best path to victory is to lay and prey on her for 5 rounds. Wei Li's not going to let that happen. Virna's not as dominant of a grappler as Tatiana is. Virna lost to Carla Esparza. She couldn't do what Wei Li was able to do to Carla Esparza. So that should tell you one thing. I don't think she's holding down Zhang Wei Li, even if she gets her down. She got 7 takedowns stuffed by Lupita Godinez. Mainly won that fight through striking, I think. I don't think she's going to outstrike Zhang Wei Li. That's definitely not going to happen. And then Marina Rodriguez, I mean, how many takedowns did she get in that fight? I mean, she got 4 takedowns stuffed in that matchup. I think Wei Li would do just fine against the grappling of Virna and would easily beat her ass. I mean, unless you guys are just more invested in seeing Wei Li get an easy win as opposed to an interesting matchup. I mean, okay. But I mean, at least Tatiana, there's something there. She's undefeated. She already has 3 champions on her resume. Virna has never beaten a UFC champion, I don't think. She's beaten mainly cans, whereas Tatiana has finished the flyweight champion. She finished Carla, which that win aged well. She finished Andrade, which that win is also aging well in hindsight. Andrade is on a bit of a comeback run right now. So it's only fitting that the next challenger for the belt is Tatiana, someone with an undefeated record, someone with a dominant wrestling style. Tatiana is a legit challenge to the champion Zhang Wei Li, and this division is dying. The strawweight division is struggling. Okay, there needs to be some interest in this division, and right now I think the only matchup that garners any sort of interest at the top of this division is Tatiana versus Wei Li. That is a high-level fight both ways, and I want to see it. I think it needs to happen. Until then, Virna's got to fight Yan Xiaonan, or she can sit down and wait. But let me know what you guys think in the comments.